Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. To cover episode 11 and 12 of the Misanthrope Teaches a Class for Demi-Humans. Now, I do apologize for not covering episode 11 last week. I do apologize for that. Last week was kind of a lot of, not gonna lie to you, it was very emotional. I was dealing with things right now at home and such that personally I couldn't do any videos for this episode. A lot of things going on that I couldn't do to cover this episode, but for personal reasons I couldn't cover this. Let me just say that, for personal reasons. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna watch episode 12, 11 and 12, and literally just go explain both of them. I don't often do cover two episodes at once, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, 11 and 12. Okay, let me just say this. 11 and 12 both episodes cover one thing: lying. Lying is the huge theme of this episode because there's different ways people lie and there's ways people are lying. Show signs of the person is lying. Rather they roll their eyes like, rather they turn the other way like this, or say words like or something like that, or hand gestures to prove that they're lying. Now, there's ways of lying. There's many ways as lying. Lying is good, lying is bad. There are times where, lying can be wrong and lying can be helpful. Like when you lie someone so much that you hurt them. But when you lie to help them, you helping them because you don't want them to get worried. And I get that. There's two types of lies. So, that being said, covering episode 11 and 12, it just showed us the whole shebang bang. I mean, last week, we got to see Haruna, the student now. And it's one of those like the calm before the storm happening. And now we in this arc where we finally introduced two new characters in the class. And now the student become the teacher. But this is one of those things where the relationship between teachers and students do not coexist. So without further ado, let's get right to it, the review of the Misanthrope Teaches a Class for Demi-Humans, episodes 11 and 12. And mind you, I'm covering both. So I'm going to do both at the same time. Okay, so episode 11 is the past. And I like episode 11 because it reveals the true motive between a relationship between a student and a teacher. Now, you gotta understand, Ray he's a good teacher. He done nothing wrong to Haruna at the time. He never done anything to young Haruna. Never. So Haruna will go visit Ray every time and just literally just talk, social studies problems, because he got new books. And then you got this friend named Mari, Haruna and Mari are good friends at one time. But then at some point right now where Mari just tell Haruna, why don't we ditch social studies? Let's ditch class, Like, forget the teacher, ditch us. Now Haruna doesn't want to, but if her friends treat her so bad that she ended up being bullied. She's ended up getting bullied or whatnot, and everyone thinks that Ray is doing these things, like making Haruna provoke her friends so much to get her kicked out. And Ray is just giving her advice, but all of the advice, they think that Ray is the one that told Haruna to bully her friends, which ended up in the expelled. So that's what I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, the teachers, that old man and that old teacher, I legit want to punch him. If I was Ray, I would have punched that old teacher and punched the vice principal, because the fact that it's like one of those things. Okay, they bullied. Okay, but keep it a secret. We don't want nothing harm to the school. It's like money. It's like money. Like, they're just giving you cash to shut up. They're just giving you cash to shut the hell up and don't bring it to nobody. And I'm like, that is the dumb, it just showed you that money is so corrupted that even teachers could know to be quiet. It's like if teachers see a bunch of people bullying this boy or girl, and they all know who they are, the bullies. They're like, okay, we're gonna keep it a secret. We won't tell nobody. We'll we'll keep it quiet and not tell anybody about it. Okay, that's just them. But again, and because of that, the vice principal got expelled from it. I mean, I'm sorry, the vice principal suspended Ray, and even Haruna is blaming freaking Ray. I mean, Ray trying to help you and all that, and everything he said was a lie. Like, was I lying? It was like you really can't. And that's why. And what's crazy about episode 11 is 11 just showed you why Ray hates humans. This is why he hates humans so much. We never knew why until like later on in the episodes when he explained the backstory to Tabari. But now with this episode again, the revealing truth of what it is about Ray's perspective, why he hates humans. I mean, why he hates humans. It makes perfect sense. It makes sense. Okay, now, Haruna is now an adult. She's entering the school that Ray's attended in. Okay, let me be the first to say this. She is a freaking rage bait. I don't like her right now. Watching these two episodes, I don't like her. Deep down in her core, she hates Ray. Like, she's the ultimate rage bait. I mean, yeah, she's a teacher now, just like Ray. Yeah, she attended school as with Ray and the others. But again, I think this was the test for Tabari, the Phoenix girl, the Phoenix lady, to let Ray overcome the past. And I get it. In life, the past is the past. We move on. But there are times when the past can mess up your present. It can mess up your present. Like, yeah, you have a good life now. But then when someone comes into your life, you get these flashbacks of what happened to your life. And that person trying to make amends, but it's hard to make amends like that. Okay. So Ray is Haruna is the student teacher, is going to be her secondary teacher of watching Ray take an advanced class. And we got two new students attending this class. One of which is an elf named Aoi. Yeah, Aoi is an elf. She is an elf. She is so like with her rhyming and that thou shalt not she reminds me of Karu from Hello Happy World. Karu from Hello Happy World with the long purple hair that always does that Romeo vibe that charm the ladies. That's what this is. She is like that, always charming the ladies. She wants that, but she wants to be human. She show her beauty. And you know what? Just looking at the elf girl, I can see her becoming a what you call it, a fashion model. Like I can really see her becoming a fashion model. She will be, and I think for most elves, I don't think she's like a teenage, because you know how elves are like in terms of age. So I can see her probably 700, 900 years old. She's at the young age of an elf. She's probably like, I'll say 500, 700 at the most. Okay, then Maki. Maki is half Oni. Yes, she is a gal-like thing. This is just a teaser brainer for us all, because we already got gals this season. We got plethora of gals. I mean, we got the wolf girl in her gal form. Now we got Maki in her gal-like vibe. And I gotta tell you something. This is a test, because we are getting gals this season. The rom-com with the gal, the otaku one. I'm gonna cover that show. They got another gal from the 100 Girlfriends coming in. It's like there's so many good-looking gals this season that I'm still picking the Hokkaido gals to be. But I think the Hokkaido gals are the best gals. I'm sorry, Mari and Kitagawa, but I don't do that kind of gals. But Maki's design is so like gal-like. I mean, you got to see like the monochrome eyes, the pink and blue eyes with her like stars and everything on her head. But her reason for want to be human is because she don't want to lie. She doesn't want to lie. That's kind of hard to say that, because most humans lie. We all lie. Let's be honest, we all lie in our life. Let's be real. We have lied. We lie sometimes to keep the truth. We lie sometimes so we don't get exposed. We lie sometimes just to make sure that, not to get detention, but try not to get laughed on and get humiliated, that kind of thing, etc. But that's how we do. So I get that. I really do. I get why. That's info. But, you know, um, but with Maki's reasons, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it just shows you just how important lying can be, wrong or right not. And the way Maki did the Haruna at the end of that episode, telling her like, you are just lying, all that. Just be honest with yourself. It just shows you that Maki knows Haruna's like not secret, but showing her like deep down in your core, you're just a horrible liar. Like Haruna is just a rage bait. Yeah, you're a teacher now, but again, you're just rage baiting yourself. So again, but seeing these episodes just showed you that that Haruna is a rage bait. She's a rage bait. I don't even like it to begin with, for a reason. And then when Ray apologized to Haruna for what happened in the past, she comes out and says, "Oh, don't worry about it. I was just selfish. I was a student back then. I didn't know myself because I was a student. I wasn't understandable as a student. But again, when you lie, you're gonna make. You know how you make the first impressions when you're like, don't worry about it. Deep down, you're lying. Deep down, you're a freaking liar. So you really blaming Ray for this stuff. But that's what this is. But overall, though, covering both episodes just shows you that humans are corrupted, greedy for power, and greedy for lyingness. Like, they will do everything they can to keep you down. And yeah, we got 2 new students coming in, and it was really introductory. I know next week is the last episode, which I'm pretty sure Usaki is going to graduate. But this just shows you that Ray in these 2 episodes is overcoming through so much trauma, both the past and then the present. So he has to overcome those odds. So thank you for watching my review of this show. I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.